Let's see. Hi. No, get down. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi. I wanted you guys to wait with me. We'll see if anybody comes in. But this is an exciting day. No, stay off. You'll spill my coffee. You'll spill. But you will, you'll spill it. And then why is there a bug in... Blech. Do I want to drink my coffee now that I just scooped a fruit fly out of it? I don't want to... I'm glad I didn't actually swallow it just then. Hi. We're waiting for a friend. Very special delivery is coming. It's out for delivery. So I'm excited. The dog is outside, but I made the delivery instructions say go to the back door so that they don't get scared of the dog. Excited, 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 excited. I'm really excited, guys. I've never been this excited for a package to be delivered. Hey, H7, yes! It is the snake that is going to be delivered, and he is out for delivery on the FedEx truck this morning. I've got the tracking, and it says he is out for delivery. He arrived in town early this morning, or he arrived in town about 8:20 this morning, which was about an hour ago, and now he's out on the truck. So I guess it just depends on where I am on the delivery list. It says that he's gonna get delivered before noon. So between now and noon, which I hope is closer to now than noon, because I don't really want to be live for that many hours, but I'm excited. Forever best friend, hello, hello. Gemma, good morning. So yeah, I'm excited. And I emailed the guy yesterday and asked how old he is, because on the website it said he was born in 21. So I wanted to have a more precise birthday, because I really don't know that for any of my other snakes. I only have an approximation. He said all of that information is included, but he went ahead and told me anyway. He was born July 15th. So tomorrow he'll be 6 weeks old. He is a baby. He's eaten 5 times. And I'm excited to get him. And I'm thinking that I'm going to name him Apollo. So it's still a play off of your name. I think it also works because Apollo is a Greek god, and it says like he's a sun god. Well, this snake is very yellow, like according to the picture. So I think it fits. I think it fits. And I do appreciate you helping me get them. I really do. So I figure the least I can do is give them a name that kind of goes off of yours. Yes, I'm getting a new snake. He's coming in the mail today. This is why we're here, because I'm hoping that while I'm live with you, he will be delivered, and then I can open him up. And then I'll have to get him settled in, because he's going to be a very nervous little boy. Because he is literally 6 weeks old tomorrow. And I don't think I've ever had a snake that young. I know that my one snake that my stepson stole was young when I got her, but I don't know if she was that young. I know she was very small. Now I know how much she weighed when I got her, so I can weigh him to find out if she was similar in age. But we'll see. I'm just excited. How many do I have? I have 3 upstairs right now and 1 loose in the house somewhere. So 4 technically in the house, but one of them is missing. And whether or not she's still in the house is, I guess, a good question, or whether or not she's alive. But I had that same question when my other corn snake went missing, and 5 months later she turned up. So right now it's probably been 2 months, maybe a month and a half since the other one went missing. So I don't know, she could still be in here somewhere, but right now I'm not counting her as one that I have. So technically then upstairs I have 3 in their enclosures, and then the one that's coming. And I did have a 4th that this one is replacing because my stepson had stole her, which still burns me, but it is what it is. I'm not going to see her again, so I figured let's move on. Getting myself a beautiful snake. I can show you a picture, and we'll see how close he is to his picture. That's him. He's very yellow. He's going to be very small. I'm excited. And speaking of which, my friend and co-worker had some eggs that he was incubating. Somebody had a snake get pregnant, and she laid some eggs. Only one of them survived, and it hatched yesterday. And here is a picture of that, of the snake hatching. How cool is that? It's a normal het something or other. I can't remember. The mother is normal. I don't know what the father was, but that's where the het would probably come in. Het, whatever. Let me see. Because I asked. Het pied. So the father must have had a pied gene in him somewhere. Here's actual video. How tiny he is, he or she. So it's very cool. I'm excited. Come on, Snicky. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. And then, of course, I have instruction from work from people at work that I must bring him in. So I'll probably bring him Friday. I don't know if I'm going to bring him before Friday, because technically you need to like put them in their enclosures and leave them alone for a little while so that they can get settled in. But I know that they want to see him, so I'm like, I can either bring him before I work and just visit, or I can just go ahead and bring him to work when I work on Friday. I haven't quite decided yet. So I'm excited, and this little guy is a pastel lesser leopard het clown morph. That's what his morph is. My other snakes, my other two ball pythons are normal, and then I have a albino diffused corn snake. I can't remember what the one that I have that's missing. What that one is. But yeah, my other two ball pythons are normal, and this little guy is fancy. He is a pastel lesser leopard het clown. Oh, thank you. I need to wash my hair, actually. It's why I put it up. I'm excited. But, yeah. Hi, you want to say hello? Not to me, to them. Say hello to them. Aw, you guys are sweet. Say hello. Yes? She's like, let me leave. Your hair is sticking to me. Oh, I'm excited. I just can't wait. And then my son is coming over today. He's going to help me organize my animal room. And he can... Don't knock that down, please. And then he can meet my new little snake. Oh, cool. That's cool. Hey, don't knock the arm that's drinking coffee. So, when you have one of those nights, is it like cards, or is it how do you do those? Just curious. I was watching a TV show yesterday. Some of them were creeping me out. It was paranormal, the videos that people would send into the show, paranormal caught on camera. And some of it I was like, okay, alright, sure. And then there was one that completely freaked me out, and I kept looking in my doorways. I'm like, nothing creepy in my doorways. Oh, cool. Oh, See, I totally read that wrong. You're going to a psychic reading tonight. Got you. For some reason, I thought you said you were having one, like on your channel or something. I totally read that completely wrong. But that's cool. See, I struggle with the whole paranormal thing. I'm not necessarily sure I believe in ghosts per se, because if we're talking ghosts of people, then it conflicts with my beliefs on God, because with my relationship with God, it is you die, there's heaven or hell. There's no limbo. There's paradise, heaven or hell. There's no being suspended on earth, your spirit being stuck on earth. So that's where I struggle with that. Now when it comes to demons, angels and demons, I completely believe in that. So my feeling would be, if there's a presence in the house or elsewhere, it's going to be demonic. I need to see a real psychologist for counseling. Sometimes I feel like I need to, and I have in the past. Hey David, how are you? It seems fashion. So yeah, I definitely believe in the demonic presence, and that there are angels and things like that. When Ian was 3, and we were living in a different house, children have this. Children see what we can't see. Animals see what we can't see because of their purity. But, and obviously kids are scared of monsters and things like that. And the traditional monster under the bed or whatever, of course he had that fear. But it wasn't always easy to get rid of those. I used to have a monster spray, just a little spray bottle with water in it, and I called it a monster spray. And every night we'd spritz the water around the room, and he'd be convinced it would keep the monsters away. But one day when he was 3, he was in his room and he called me, and he was scared, yet he wasn't scared. He didn't know what to think about it. So this wasn't a monster per se, because he would have been scared of a monster. But he told me there was a man in his room. And I'm like, no, there isn't. But, you're not supposed to make your children feel crazy. So I was like, there is? And he would point right at him. It's like, he's right there. And I'm like, I don't see him. But he was convinced he saw him. He was tall and whatever. So I was like, okay. And he said he was a scary man. So I was like, okay, well, what you need to do, and I almost felt silly, but I was like, he's convinced. He may be only 3 years old, but he is convinced there is a scary man in his room. So I said, you tell him that God is with you, or Jesus is with you, and he needs to leave. Because a demonic presence and God cannot be in the same space. So I said, you tell him Jesus is with you, he needs to leave. So in his 3-year-old voice, that's what he said. And then like a second later, he said, okay, he's gone. He was convinced. And last year, like Ian is 19 now. And I think it was last year, I said, do you remember that? Do you remember when you were 3 years old, there being a man in your room? And he said he remembers. I said, can you describe, do you remember what he looks like? Because as 3 years old, there wasn't a lot he could tell me other than that he was a scary man. He said he was tall and he was wearing black. That's pretty much like he was like a black silhouette type figure and tall, is what he told me. As a teenager, he remembers. So it was kind of freaky. Anyway, how are you doing, David? We are waiting for my new snake to arrive. He is out for delivery, and I'm hoping that he'll arrive while I'm live with you guys so that I can open him up right here and show you guys. And I was spending time with Lucille the other day, with my very first ball python. She was just hanging out on me the other day. She's wrapped around my shoulder there and then peeking her head up, like right there. She's gotten so big because she was pretty small when I got her last year. She's about a year old. She's so pretty. Such a pretty snake. No, but they can wrap themselves around you. Here's like I showed before you were here, here's a snake being born. This is at my friend and coworker's house. Yesterday, this little guy hatched. And my new snake is only 6 weeks old. Tomorrow, officially 6 weeks old. So tiny little baby he's going to be. And this is him. So I'm excited to take him out of the box and look at him. They can't... See, the thing is, I've wrapped Lucille and Kina around my neck. I've put them around my neck, and they'll tighten. Like, sometimes their body is right here, and they tighten a little bit. But there's no way that they can strangle you. The reason they're tightening isn't to try and kill you. It's because they're sucking in your warmth. You know, being cold-blooded, your body heat feels good to them. So sometimes when they're tightening on you, one, it's to not fall off. Two, it's to soak in your heat. So when she's tightening, if she does get a little too tight, she's still not strangling me, I can still breathe. But if she's getting a little too tight, all I have to do is just stick my fingers underneath. They're not so strong that they're gonna choke you to death. There's no malice behind that tightening. Now, there are some snakes that you should worry about. Like that same friend that I mentioned that had the egg hatch yesterday, he goes and takes care of a guy's snakes when he goes on vacations or gone for his jobs and stuff like that. And he's got anacondas. He's got 3 anacondas, and one of them is like this big around. Huge, like 8 feet. 8 feet long, huge. And these snakes do have fangs. He's got tree boas as well, and they have actual fangs. Ball pythons don't have fangs. Yes, they have teeth, but they're tiny. And so when they bite you, it doesn't hurt. A little bit of angry Velcro, basically, is what we call that. Anacondas and tree boas, it will hurt because they have fangs. And I've been to that house. I went with him once because he didn't want to go by himself. I was like, basically, I'm a witness to if he gets attacked, kind of a deal. But all was well. And the anacondas are gorgeous. I have a picture here somewhere. Anacondas are actually gorgeous snakes. They get an 8 feet isn't even the max. This is still a young snake that's 8 feet long. Let me see. It's been a couple of months, I think, since I was there. So I gotta scroll back just a smidgen. I should show you guys my bearded dragon now. He's getting big. He really is getting big. He doesn't. I used to be able to hide him in my hand, like do this, and you wouldn't see him. Maybe a tip of his tail sticking out, but no longer. His tail is as long as my hand, let alone the rest of him. Scrolling. I know he's here. Anaconda. Very gorgeous snake. They really are pretty snakes. Just gotta handle with care, and they don't need ginormous enclosures because they're lazy snakes, which is kind of cool. And this guy, basically, the care for that snake is that he's on newspaper. He's got a dish of water. He eats once a week like normal. And then after he's pooped or spilled his water, you go in there, you take him out. They have a fish hook, a snake hook, to take him out and put him in a bin so that you can change the newspaper, give him fresh water, and put him back in. And I think it's the length of a 55-gallon tank. It's not a tall tank. It's a pretty short tank with the space on the floor, but I know I got it in here. Oh, there was a picture of my snake that's missing in the house. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at small pictures of my Beardy when he was a baby. Crazy. Here we go. I can even show you a little bit of, well, here is a tree boa that he's trying to force feed because it was being picky. He was pretty nervous about doing that and getting bit. But here is, let's see. Of course, it doesn't want me to scroll. Now I gotta scroll all over again. Back from the beginning. Zip, zip. I'm scrolling a bit faster since I kind of have an idea. There's my snake that is missing somewhere in the house. I have my eye out for her when I go in the basement and stuff, since that's where Boo was found. But I haven't seen her just yet. Alright, here we go. So here is an anaconda. This is the big one. Just kind of in there looking at me. They're beautiful. And there's one in there. And one in there. That's a snake skin. I really wish I would have taken that because the guy threw it away. That is an anaconda skin. But here we go with, he's going to take him out. That's his tank. See how big he is? very slow movements to not spook him. He was trying to get him out with the hook, and it wasn't, I mean, he's a heavy snake, so trying to get the hook underneath and pull him out, I was like, can you use your hands? So he did. There we go. Big snake. That is an Here we go. That is an anaconda, guys. Just a juvenile anaconda. Put him in the bin. And then basically, yeah, got to tape the lid just so he doesn't push on it to get out. And then he just cleaned, replaced the newspaper, replaced his water because his water was dirty because he'll like slither through his water dish. Now this is taking him back out to put him back in his enclosure. Beautiful snake. But I don't know how he's going to house him when he gets bigger. But I told my friend there that he absolutely must tell him the next time one of his anacondas sheds to let me have the skin, because I can make the snake skin pendants, and I've done that with my own snake, let alone I would love to have an anaconda skin pendant. So, are you arriving yet? Come on. I want to stay on until he gets here. Don't you guys want me to be here when he's arrived? I want you guys to see him. It still says he's out for delivery. It doesn't give me a how far away is he kind of deal. I mean, I can get a status update, but I'd have to sign up for it. FedEx is delivering. FedEx. So, and he's got to be fairly taken care of. He can't be left alone in the truck to heat up, because even though they like a lot of heat, the weather and how hot it gets inside of a truck or a car would be too hot for him. So we don't want him to die. I'm trying to listen for the truck, but then of course I hear all sorts of noises that could be a truck that aren't a truck. And I'm pretty sure I'll miss when that truck actually comes. But Brinley's outside out front here, so I gave instructions to go to the back. I don't know. I mean, the box is going to say there's a live animal in it, so I'd like to think that they're going to be conscious of that fact that they have a live animal in there that they can't just let chill in a truck that's not running. And then for that matter, if the AC's on in the truck, does it go to the back where the packages are? Hopefully he's riding up front. Right? Yeah. She agrees. He did come from New York. Oceanside, New York is where he was shipped from. He left yesterday. So he's been, because it was left yesterday morning. I hope so. I mean, if something happens to him in transit, I'm supposed to, like, if he is DOA, I think I get a replacement because they guarantee, like, the seller guarantees live arrival. So if he happens to not be alive when he gets here, I think they compensate me for that, but I would like to think, I mean, it should be fine. Let me see. I don't want that tracking. Okay. Looking for because I had gotten a notification when FedEx had him in their possession. Well, sometime yesterday morning that he was brought there, and then sometime later in the day he was out for delivery. Well, not out for delivery, but he was in transit from Oceanside, New York, and then this morning he arrived in Indianapolis, and then this morning he was in transit from Indianapolis to my city. So, and then I got a notification that he arrived at the location here, and then he's out for delivery. So, come on, I'm waiting for my baby. I mean, I've had fish and snails delivered to me, and they were all fine. Never had anything else live delivered to me, just fish and snails. But they were alive. So, I'd like to think that this will work too. It happens all the time. Snakes get shipped all the time. So, see, again, I thought I heard something. Brinley's not barking though, so I think it's my imagination. What should we do while we wait? This is gonna go in his tub too. Place for him to hide. This is plenty big enough. Kina used to use this, and she would cram her body in there. And when I would pick it up, she'd like be stuck in there for a minute before she fell out. She crammed her body in this thing. I finally upgraded her hide so that she has more room. But now he can have that. I could actually bring one of the other two snakes down just to hang out. Yeah, she used to slither into here and curl herself around, and I don't know how she fit, because she's bigger than Lucille. She's over a year old. She's probably a year and a half, and she crammed herself into that thing. But I was looking for my baby bird eater spider yesterday. I upgraded his enclosure from that little tiny cup to something bigger, and I couldn't find him yesterday. I was like, he couldn't have gotten out of here. I know he was in there when I moved him. But I opened it up and I picked up the cork bark, I picked up the moss. I didn't see him. I was like, did he get out? He's in there. I saw him this morning. He just buried himself or something. I saw him this morning. I was like, oh, don't need a bird eater roaming my house. The last time you touched a snake? I don't even know when I've touched a snake before I started working at the pet store. Be right back. I'm going to get one of them. Which one should I get? Tell me. Lucille or Kina? Tell me which one. I think it's really cool when you're holding them and they're moving and you could feel all their muscles. You can feel their muscles moving. That to me is really cool. Kina. Okay. She's the bigger one. I'm coming back. All right. Here she is. She's a little bit bigger than Lucille. Not tons bigger, but she is bigger. Say hello. Say hi. Hi. Go blub. Blub. What's that? Bloop. You see the light? She sees the light on the laptop, I think. Bloop. She's a pretty girl, huh? She's got scars on her back. See this? These are scars from her previous home when she got injured because they had her in an inappropriate enclosure. She's a good girl. Both of my girls are good girls. Say hi. Oh, bloop. Yep, she goes straight for the camera on the laptop. like the camera? Yeah, the light. You see the light. Blah, blah, blah. And then you just kind of put them around your neck. You're tickling me. So she's tightened around here just a little bit to keep herself from falling off. It almost feels good, like when she moves around and she's wrapped back here. It's like a nice neck massage. That tickles. She's gonna go up into my hair. Lucille's favorite thing is to go up into my hair. And sometimes I have to, if I have a braid, a French braid or whatever back there, sometimes I have to take it out to remove her because she's weaved herself all in. Yep. She's got the heat. I'm getting the massage. It's great. We've got an understanding, don't we, girl? Ah, tickles. She's sticking her nose in my ear. Gotta be careful with these earrings, though. There was a snake, a ball python at work, that tried to go through this particular earring, and he was too big for it. So he started to go through, and then his body got too fat, and he got stuck. So I had to have the manager help me take my earring out so it didn't rip out of my ear. And then we had to work it off of the body of the snake because he was stuck on it. And I'm like, well, this did not go well. Well, now she's not wrapped, so she's gonna fall off if she's not careful. Oh, she's holding on to my hair. See, she's wrapped around my hair. What are you doing? Eek to what? The snoot in the ear? The snoot in the ear? Hello. Yeah, she's totally hanging on to my hair. Oh! Now she's let go. Alright, alright. Hi. See? We've got trust because if I didn't trust her, I wouldn't have let her put her face right against my face. She likes the camera. Boop. We boop the snoot. Boop. Boop. She does. She likes the camera. She's reaching for it. Snakes have personalities. She's found warmth in the crook of my arm. She just nuzzled the crook of my arm. Hi. This is comfort, isn't it? Are you comfortable? Hmm? I'm getting impatient. It's 10 o'clock. 10 after 10. We're waiting for your new baby brother. Yes. Oh, yeah. When he got inside here, and then, yeah, it was too tight. He kept trying to go through, and it was pulling, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, help! Help me! And he was a bigger snake than she was when he tried to go through this earring. The face and the neck fit. After that, it was a tight squeeze. Yeah, my arm is actually getting tired. Should weigh you. Although weighing you right now would be difficult because you won't stay still. I have to put them in like a bowl or a container. I gotta upgrade the container I've been using because she's getting too big for it. But she doesn't like to stick her whole body in there. She likes to flop out of it, and then I'm not getting an accurate weight. There's the camera again? Where are you going? Oh! See the camera? Yeah? Oh, it tickled me again. Tickling. Okay, I heard something this time. I think it was the dog though, but I'm gonna look. Yeah, the dog is sitting still. Let's see. Now, my imagination. It was my imagination. Say hello. Gotta go see that camera light. Yeah? She's a good snake. There we go. There we go. Oh, see, we got a tail in my earring. I don't need you to pull that off of me. Give it back. Give it back. Oh, we're going inside my shirt. That's another thing that Lucille loves to do, is go into my clothing. See, she's tightening on my neck. But I can still breathe. I can still talk. And all I gotta do is this if she's too tight. But she's mainly doing it because she's holding, like she's gotta anchor herself. It's a nice choker accessory. Nice massage. Yep, definitely heat seeking. Ah, like she's totally like flexing her muscles around the back of my neck. It's the best massage in the world. I look like I got some sort of a disease going on here. That's what I'm hearing. It's animals upstairs. Probably Jack's getting into trouble. What are we doing? Yeah. Why are you in my armpit? Well, stupid question. It's warm there, I guess. But. Tell FedEx to hurry up, Kina. Ooh. I swear. Everybody needs a snake for a neck massage. Oh, she's gonna grab onto my hair with her tail. And she's back there. Are you trying to sneak off? Who else is here? It says 2. Maybe David's watching and he sees this and he's fainted. Oh, you're totally leaving. Now I only see one. She's mostly down here now. Now I hear dog. Oh no, that's just a person walking, I think. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. That's just a person walking. Just want to make sure she's not going to fall out of my clothing. All right. I was hoping they'd be here by now. This is what I was looking for. She arrived, or went on the FedEx vehicle in town at 8:21 this morning. She arrived at the facility in town at 8:01 this morning. She arrived in Indianapolis this morning at 1:39 a.m. and then left Indianapolis at 4:47 a.m. Well, she's happy just chilling in here now. She's just chilling in my clothes. Woo, but she's tickling me. She's definitely enjoying the under the clothing heat. Poppy, hello. You are new, although I do know who you are from other places. Thank you for coming. We are waiting for a delivery from FedEx. I am getting a new snake, and he is on the truck, and I'm waiting for him to arrive. And while I'm waiting, I'm here talking with all of you and hanging out with one of my other snakes who's right now in my clothes. I'm excited. He should be here soon. Right now I don't have any moderators because I haven't needed them. I had some when I was more actively live last year, but then a lot of those people weren't always coming, so I'm like, why are they moderators if they're not here to help? So I just wiped the slate clean, and I'm kind of like seeing who's going to be here most often to actually be beneficial. Well, she left. She's basically in my lap. But, so, and I don't go live often enough at this point. Don't usually have a lot of people as of yet, because I had dropped off for a while, but I'll start moderating people again when I feel like the need is there. And when I know who's going to be reliable. What are you doing? Trying to get her back. There we are. Here she is. There she is. This is Keena. She's my oldest ball python. She's about 1.5 years. And I have another one upstairs that's 1 year old. And whoop. And then I have a corn snake upstairs that's about 1 year old. And the new one is 6 weeks old. That's coming. So he's going to be tiny. And all my snakes are girls, except for the new one, which was completely by chance. She's female. My other one's a female. My corn snake's a female. My first male reptile, because I have a leopard gecko as well. That's a female. I was like, man, all my reptiles are females. Finally got a bearded dragon. It's a male. And then I specifically chose this baby as a male because I have a friend who's got snakes as well. And the plan, when he's old enough, is to breed him to one of his females, or even to a couple of his females. And we could get some beautiful snakes out of that pairing, including a blue-eyed Lucy, which is a completely white ball python with blue eyes. And I want one really bad. Gorgeous, gorgeous snakes. She's just a normal. And we're falling. She's just a normal, and my other one upstairs is normal. And the new one is a pastel lesser leopard het clown. So he's fancy. So if he breeds to a fancy, we're going to get really fancy snakes. And she is barking, so let me check. FedEx is here, you guys. They're here. They're here. They're here. So I'll be right back, guys. They're here. They're here. They're here. I said back door. And they do know it's a reptile and it's live because it says right on the box. Let me put Keena away. I'll be right back. All right, I'm excited. He's here. All right, I wish there were more people here, but we'll work with what we have. So we're gonna, since I went to the back door holding Keena, she goes, I see you already have one. I'm like, oh yes, and I'm very excited about this guy. So she knew what was in here. All right, this plastic off. All right, come on. Here we go. I'm so excited. I'm going to handle him very carefully because he's going to be a very nervous baby. If he tries to strike at me, you may hear me squeal. I'm the only one who matters anyway. But he won't hurt me. It's just the startled. Oh, look, I got magnets and stickers for the place, for the breeder that I got him from. Socialite serpents. There's a business card, sticker, 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 and a magnet. Very cool. He's in a snake bag. Oh, he's so tiny, guys. He's in here and he's so tiny. Okay. Oh my gosh. My name is on the bag. Here, this is zip tied. Does the store where I work? They absolutely do not. Alright, I know, baby. Come on. He's so little, you guys. Okay. I could always use another snake bag. So I'm happy he's in a, oh my goodness, his head is already right there. Hi, honey. Oh my gosh, he's gorgeous. Hi, honey. Come here. Look how little he is, guys. Oh my gosh, he's so gorgeous. Hi, baby boy. Look how pretty he is. Oh my goodness, you're just a 6-week-old baby. He's very sweet already. Like, he doesn't even look all that nervous. Hi, my love. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with him. Look at it. He's so pretty. Oh. He's a little nervous. See the S shape he's making? When it's a really, really tight S shape, like he's just on alert. When it becomes a really, really tight S shape, means he's getting ready to strike. Right now he's just, it's not too bad. Hi. Oh my goodness, he weighs absolutely nothing. I would like to weigh him though, see how much he weighs in comparison to what my one that I had that my stepson stole, because she was good. She was a very tiny snake when I got her as well. Yeah, he is S-shaping a little bit. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful boy. So pretty. He's so pretty. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am so excited. He's so little. Yeah, he's a little nervous. A little bit nervous. But his tongue flicks are telling me that he's not too nervous. The farther out his tongue comes, the less nervous he is. If it just barely comes out while he's flicking his tongue, that's a little bit of stress. Yeah, he's just a baby, so he can get pretty big, like 3 or 4 feet, but males are always smaller than females. So my girls are going to be bigger than he is. But he is literally, tomorrow he'll be 6 weeks old. So he was born July 15th. So he is a literal baby, and his morph, his coloring is a pastel lesser leopard het clown. You like the light too? You like the light on the laptop? Yeah, that tongue is way out. He's doing good. Everybody likes the light on the laptop camera. This is a good thing, because when they are nervous, they'll ball up. They'll S shape. He's stretching out. And you're so gorgeous. It might get brighter. It might get darker. We'll see. But he can make some very pretty babies with, he can make pretty babies with a normal, to be honest with you. But he, why are we looking at me like that? Hi. He's checking out my hand. His tongue flicks are getting a little bit smaller. But the female that my friend wants to breed him with is a lemon blast. And we can get some gorgeous, gorgeous snakes out of them. And the more fancy the snake, the more expensive they are. So I paid $80 for my normals. Normals are the most common. $80 for them. With shipping, he was $400 because of his morph. And Blue-Eyed Lucy's and anything that can come from a pairing from him and a Lemon Blast are going to be comparable in price. Like, you can make some good money off of breeding snakes. Hi, Sweet Pea. You're so pretty. Yes, you are. Hi. He's looking at me. Hi, it's okay. He's so pretty. People at work want to see him, so I might have to take a little visit over there. I'll have to see if there's a particular person working, because he for sure wanted to see him. I'll have to see. Let me look at the work schedule to see if he's there today, because if he's not, he'll be upset that I went. Alright. My text that he was delivered, I think I know that. Let's look at the work schedule. Work schedule. Today is Wednesday. He's there today, so perfect. He works open to close, so he will be there when I take him in. What's whose name? Him? Apollo, remember? Apollo. His name is now Apollo. Pretty baby. Yes. At this point, he's going to be eating small mice. And I'm going to wait until next week to feed him. A good rule of thumb is to let them settle in for a week before you try and feed them. So everybody else will eat Friday and he won't. And then next week on Friday, he can eat with everybody else. Probably not. A lot of snakes are head shy. He's not going to be any different, especially now. Lucille really is the only one who will let me pet the top of her head, and you still got to move very, very slowly for that. Ah, beautiful boy. Hello. We're just staring, aren't we? Excuse me. Gotta take a picture. Take a picture of you in my hand. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Typically, you don't want to go for their head. You want to go for farther down on their body. Otherwise, you will spook them. Once they kind of get a lot more comfortable and used to you, sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. Are we looking at me again? He's just like... So pretty. Yeah. Oh. Curling up. I think the dog wants in the house, which in that case I'll have to move him. Nothing like a crazy dog to make a baby snake nervous. I have a fan going. My AC is not on. The AC in the window, I just have a window unit and it's actually not working well. I love him. He's so pretty. You're such a pretty boy. Yes. Hi. Hi. See, and he's fairly comfortable sitting in my hand because of the heat. He wasn't cold, and he wasn't too warm in here, so that's good. He was insulated with styrofoam, and then in his snake bag, he was probably just curled up in there, having a nap in the dark. Right? That what you were doing? So he wrote on the bag what I was getting. It's upside down. My name is under there. So he wrote 1 pastel leopard lesser het clown, or it says P LEOP less 66% HC, which is the het clown. He said there was information. Okay. It's probably this. So, he's been eating African soft fur hoppers, which we don't have at work. We just have regular mice, but that's okay. His dad was a pastel leopard het clown, and his mom was a pastel lesser het clown. Date of birth, July 15th. Thank you for choosing one of our beautiful animals. We wish you all the best. If you are happy with this transaction and our customer service, please leave us some positive feedback on Morph Market. Morph Market is the website that the breeders use. As a new seller, That makes all the difference. And then the name of the breeder and the name of his company, Socialite Serpents. Very cool, very cool. He will get a good review because he was very responsive to my emails and very responsive to when he received a payment. I have no complaints whatsoever. Yes, hi buddy. Such a good snake. Anyway, it has been nearly an hour and a half since I came on because I've been... Really? A cricket just jumped on me. That cricket has been missing. It escaped from me like last week when I was trying to feed the spiders, and the cricket just jumped on me. Rude. Alright. But he's here, he's here. Beautiful, beautiful baby. I'm very excited, and there's nobody here to steal you. Yes. You will be taken care of. So, thank you for hanging out with me and sharing my nervousness and a het clown ball python. Yep, a pastel leopard het clown. Thank you for hanging out with me and sharing in my excitement and my nervousness and being here when he arrived. It's so exciting. Yes, hi. He's so gorgeous. So, I am going to head out. I'm going to eat something and then probably head to work just to show him off. And then I'll come back home and set him up and leave him alone for a little while so that he can settle in. And, yeah. And then I should be a little bit later expecting my son here to help me organize the animal room. You gonna go check out the camera? Oh, my fingers? Anyway, take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye. Say bye.